Hey guys, welcome back to REDDOG.TV. This is Sting Red Dog. Today we're going to be bringing you the conclusion of our interview with Archaea. This is part 2, so I hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch you after the interview with a little bit more info of what we got coming up. Thanks.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for answering those questions there. I'm sure our viewers and anyone listening found that really interesting. Moving on to the last bit here of the interview, I wanted to go over the Invitational Cup, the semifinals, leading up to the semifinals. And obviously, what I wanted to start with is what we talked about in the beginning, guys. Your first loss in the Invitational Cup. It was your 5th opponent against Mercury. You guys were doing well, thrashing teams up to them, and then you went 1-1 on Tram. They ended up, and I actually have a clip here which I'll show right now. Now they ended up in that going to using a shotgun rush from North Tunnels. It seemed on there on the replay. I mean, you guys knew that they were setting up there. Did you guys know? You knew they were setting up there. Did you guys know that they were going to do such an aggressive push with shotguns straight into your hive?
There was some miscommunication on our side. We were not really sure what they are going to do. If it was a shotgun rush, somebody was calling maybe arcs. So we ended up not reacting properly to it, making mistakes, and.
So when they started pushing in, what was going on your voice chat during that time?
We were out of position. The actual plan was that we let them in and fight around the hive, but our 2 Gorges were out of position. I was out of position, so I died instantly. 1 Gorge died instantly because except of running up the ramp, he ran into, I don't know, a box or something. So, yeah, it was really stressful, and we just didn't react correctly because I think we weren't really prepared because it is a long time when somebody did such a rush against us.
I think, to hand it to Mercury for that, I think that was a big chance that they took, and they knew they had to fully commit to that rush to make it successful.
If I remember what happened, we were standing outside there. We were just spitting. And I was a Gorge, and I was shooting that armory, trying to distract them and all. And suddenly, someone saw that observatory going up, and then I don't remember whom, but someone called like, oh, it's an observatory. It's probably arcs. And then suddenly we have 2 scouts, because if they're doing arcs, the proper response is of course to go by crest nodes. So after that, 2 scouts, I think one went to, I'm not sure where they went, but I think one went biting the left side and one went biting the right side, if I remember correctly. And suddenly there's only me and Ray there, left as Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was there too.
And there's Kuroya as a scout, and that observatory actually really screwed us. If they wouldn't have built that observatory, I think we could have held. But just because they built that observatory, we get so out of touch what was actually happening. So and then just walked straight in, and it was a massacre basically, because we as Corey said, we were so out of position.
Yeah, and I mean, it was very exciting to watch. I know you viewers.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, I know you. I know you viewers just watched that on your screen here, and I have to apologize to everyone for my reaction. And when I said in that recording, guys, that I was standing up, I literally was standing up. That was the truth. I was standing up, screaming at my monitor.
Oh, you bastard. Taking joy in our suffering.
So, we got a lot of feedback on that video and what you guys did and stuff, but I guess you guys did answer it. Some of the feedback we got was, or one of the things was, why didn't Archaea do a counter push right away into the base?
Yeah.
But you guys just answered that. Everyone was out of position and communication and stuff like that.
Well, the thing was, I mean, we doubled because when we saw them actually pushing in and everyone was dead, those 2 scouts biting rest nodes should have went for the CC. But instead they thought like, because the proper response to a shotgun rush is having all scouts there. But so what they did, they went home. But when they came home, we were already dead. So suddenly there were just 5 Marines with shotguns against 2 scouts coming home. So it was like a double fail. What they should have done, of course, is bite the CC. If you could have dropped the second hive there, because that's what I thought. Like, all right, maybe we can bite the CC and I'll drop the second hive. And hopefully we get the CC down before they get both hives down. Everything was just it was just a fail.
Did a call come through voice chat where you said in the beginning that it was arcs? When did the call come through where it was like, this is not arcs?
Oh, that moment when they suddenly pushed out. Oh, it was weird. I don't remember exactly who said what, but I just remember that I was boiling inside because I was so angry. So I don't remember actually who called what.
We didn't realize that the ops wasn't for arcs, it was for scouting the hive room, so they could see if we would defend it properly. So they would see us hiding and preparing for ambushing them properly. So that was the fail.
So here's the question: after seeing that and having that happen to you, does this open up avenues for future play in which you are intentionally using misdirection and misinformation to try and get your opponents to make a big error?
It sounds cute playing like that. I don't think it's viable. I just like solid play. With good play, I think Archaea, we should be able to take most at least of our opponents. I'm hoping that we shouldn't have to use deception and stuff like that. It should just be solid, holding your positions, getting those rest nodes, getting tech, making sure that they don't have that much rest nodes and all.
It's very risky to do such a shotgun push.
So, let's compare them to Sonneman. Having faced Sonneman as your 6th opponent immediately after Mercury, and you fight them on Vale and you go 1-1. This is the team that went on to go all the way to the 7th round with Nexel. Were you surprised at their skill level? And if not them, was there any particular team that you were, kind of taken off guard by?
Regarding Sonneman, I heard the rumors that Sonneman used to be good in NS1. I wasn't very afraid of Sonneman actually. I thought they actually played way better than I thought they would. The main problem against Sonneman, the reason we tied them, because our phase just died over and over and over. If you watch that game, you'll see that we lost like a bazillion phase. And you can't do that and expect to win. So basically we lost the game because we lost too many fades. And if there were another team that we were afraid of, just because of that of the tweet going out that Godar was beating us, it felt very important beating Godar, I have to say. But I'm not gonna say that we were afraid of anything.
and going into the next question, when you guys, what did you guys think when you found out that you guys were playing Godar in the semifinals? Having you guys already met them as your 2nd opponent during the cup on Tram, and you went 2-0. Yeah. So how did you guys feel when it was like, oh, it's Godar?
We were quite happy about that. It's better to play Godar than with the ping stuff and Nexil. It would have been weird.
Yeah, we were afraid of facing Nexil actually, not mostly because of the ping, because with the ping, stuff gets so random. But yeah, we felt secure against Godar.
Yeah.
And that's actually another great segue. You guys played a very, very aggressive semifinal match against Godar. Was that the plan all along, or did you kind of decide to do that after you had played them the day before and seen how they played?
Archaea always plays aggressive.
Sticking to what works.
We played standard against Godar.
Yeah.
And they let us be aggressive. So
I like to be the one that dictates the game pace and game flow. It feels like then you have more control of everything. So just pushing.
Have you ever made that really aggressive push and found yourself kind of getting bit in the ass for it?
Many of times. You of course need to balance that. I think that sometimes we are I am a little bit overly aggressive. So you need to balance that. But it's a fine line, because as soon as you start getting too defensively, well, the other side was gonna take advantage of that. So you need to be aggressive, but you cannot overextend. and balancing that fine line all the time. Yeah, but I fail. I should say I fail a lot of times. I have. We lost to like silly IPs going down because of one scout biting it down. Stuff like that. So bad.
So, and kind of last question here. So, when the final win happened or was happening, because I'm sure there was a point where you guys were like, okay, we got this, against Godar, and you knew you were going to Germany for the finals. I want to get each of your guys' reaction. So when you kind of realized that, yeah, that's it, we're going to Germany, we're in the finals, Koryu, how did you feel?
We counted on that, so I mean it feels good, but we were expecting that. So
the happiest moment for me during the whole tournament was when we beat Sonam and Merky in that tiebreaker, because by then I felt like, okay, we got this now, even before we went to the semifinals. So that was the moment where I was like, yeah, I remember myself being so happy. I was just screaming and shouting and even hitting on the desktop and everything. So happy. So at that point when we won the tiebreaker against both teams, I felt on top of the world, basically.
Yeah, those tiebreakers were the best part.
Yeah, the tiebreaker was the best part. I haven't been that nervous, I have to say, for since I started playing NS2, most likely, because if we faces two teams and we tied them previously, and there's only one round, and in one round a lot of stuff can happen. I was so nervous. Actually, my stomach hurt and everything.
Yeah, those tiebreakers. I mean, a lot was riding on those.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I guess the final question is, your opponent is Nexel in Germany on April 12th in Cologne, Germany. How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts? With Nexel being your opponent, I watched them play. They're a pretty good team. They got strong. They got a very strong running play. So, what are your thoughts? Before we close out here on Nexel.
I'm really excited about being able to play them with proper pings, no ping differences. So I wonder how this will go out.
I do not wonder how it will pan out, because I know the end results already. I think, however, it's going to be so awesome to meet the next guys IRL. That's going to be friggin' awesome. But the finals, it's just a process.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys so much for being here and taking the time to interview guys. It was Archaea, Scram, and Koryu, just having a team interview here talking about the finals. So really good job, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have one question actually here before we go. When can I get on the starting lineup on your team?
Play when you come up to 2,000 hours played of NS2. Right?
I think the laughter was the answer enough.
The laughter was the answer. I was awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. Really good luck in Germany against Nexel. We wish you guys the best and hope you guys have a very fun time. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you, REDDOG.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So this has been REDDOG and Nietzsche here. That was a fun interview, Neat.
Yeah, man, that's good info. I really like getting inside their heads. You don't get that opportunity very often, so it's definitely something I cherish.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed the interview here. That was Archaea, and they'll be going up against Team Nexel coming up on April 12th. So this has been REDDOG and Nietzsche for REDDOG.TV. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the conclusion of our interview with Archaea. We have some other interviews scheduled this week that we need to shoot and edit and all that stuff still. So they'll be coming up soon. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter @StingRedDog or subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get a notification when those interviews are up. Also, we'll be casting Season 2 matches for the ENSL, which would be very, very exciting, and I can't wait to see how it all works out in the rankings. So, hope you enjoyed the interview today, and I'll catch you later, guys.